Well, I'd say I'm absolutely versatile. Just, like you said, playing 3 years at left tackle, a year at right guard. I think I'm most suited to play right tackle. Like I said, playing on the right side, that's where I started off. I think I've got the length and the speed to play on the edge. That's where I feel most comfortable. But especially on the right side, just it comes naturally to me, easier than the left side. So I'd say right tackle.
Have you met with Tampa Bay this week?
What was that?
Have you met with Tampa Bay this week?
I have not yet.
Have you met with the Indianapolis Colts? And what would it be like to be drafted by a former Badger and Chris Ballard, block for a former Badger and Jonathan Taylor, and reunite with Tanner?
Oh, I mean, that'd be awesome. That'd be super special. I did meet with them briefly. We talked a lot about Bort, because I lived with him my entire time at Wisconsin. And, that'd be really cool because actually, previously, last year when I was thinking about coming out, didn't really, I was really trying to figure out what I was going to do, trying to look for some guidance. I got to get on the phone with Chris Ballard, talk to him. He helped me out a lot, shot me some texts over the season because, him and Coach Fickler are close. And I'm really appreciative of that, obviously. He's a great guy, phenomenal help to me in that process.
Jack, what went into that decision to play one more year?
What was that?
What went into your decision?
Well, it really came down to, I felt like I had a lot more on my plate. Like I said, I don't think I performed my best that season, and I knew I had a lot more to prove. I wanted to stay at Wisconsin too. This is a time of crazy change, new O-line coach coming in, my buddies are transferring, they're leaving, and I got a little brother there, and ultimately they said, one, I had more left on the plate to prove, and two, I felt like I owed it to Wisconsin, a city, a program that had given me so much, the university itself, given my family so much really, and I decided I owed it to them to really give everything I had to that program.
Do you have any favorite memories of playing alongside Tanner and also with him as a roommate?
Yeah, as far as a roommate, I'll keep those to myself. We had a lot of great times with him. He's a great guy, super smart guy. I've really met nobody like him. Playing next to him, I would say the year I played guard, our right tackle was injured, so he got to start at right tackle next to me playing Illinois. We went in there, beat him. I mean, that was just I'll carry that memory forever. It was really special.
Film study moments where you saw something on tape leading up to a game and it manifested a really great play for you in the offense?
I wouldn't say anything in particular. I mean, really in the film study, it's just about kind of getting familiar with your opponent, and then after I kind of see, think about what blocks we're going to execute that game and then how that guy plays those blocks. And then, after that comes, it's just about running through it in your head before you go to sleep. When you're bored, just sitting there, just kind of thinking how it's going to play out. So I wouldn't say any moment in particular, because like I said, I mean, nothing really turns out like you'd expect it. But, I wouldn't say anything in particular, but just kind of the consistent, getting familiar with your opponent and then going out and executing that.
How would you describe yourself as a player?
As a player, I describe myself as a high-effort guy, experienced guy. I'd say I've got a good knack for just, playing football in the moment. I've started 4 years at Wisconsin, played in the Big Ten. I've played a lot of good competition as well. So I'd say I'm an experienced, hardworking, intense player.
Who's some along with you around Avison and Angela? What were some things when Avison came to your guys' practices? What were some specific things that you kind of walked through? What are some things about Angela that you really liked?
Yeah, so Rob Havenstein, he came, watched the spring practice. I was leaving, introduced myself, and he actually worked a lot with me just on my set. Because, I've gone through, like I said, a bunch of coaches, from vertical setting to, more on the 45 to really getting out there and pushing that angle. So I was kind of in a weird spot with my set. I didn't really feel very confident in it or what I wanted to do, what I wanted to look like. And so he really helped me. We took a ton of sets after. I mean, this was after a spring practice, and, it just 2-hour practice just ended, and we were there for another hour and a half, just kind of, I'd take a set, he'd tell me, what he thought, what helped him, different drills, what I should be thinking during that set, and that helped me out a lot, especially my balance in that set, because I feel like previous years I used to be a little wild getting out there. It'd probably look a little hectic, and he really helped me kind of be more cool, calm, collected in my set, and look more, make it just look easier, and it felt easier. And then Andrew Whitworth, I'd say, I think we both have very similar body types. We're both tall, long, and just the way he plays with his technique, his hands, the different, the way he places them, the leverage, the way he sets. I'd say that kind of reminded me of me and what I want it to look like in the future. And so, yeah.
Jack, have you gotten a chance to meet the 49ers this week?
Not yet. No.
Overall, the guy kind of seemed to be the guy behind you, Kevin Hayward. How would you kind of describe him as a player, and what do you expect from him this year?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of natural talent. I mean, the guy's huge, humongous, super long too. I mean, when you just see him walking around, he's a different dude looking. But I expect him to take another step, whether that's to compete for a starting role or be the swing tackle. We'll see. But I think he's on a great path. He got a lot better, just from the time seeing him come in. Even just his body composition. He used to just be like a real tall, big kid, but now he's kind of growing into a man. So, I'm really excited for him. See him keep pushing in the weight room, and hope to see a lot of success from him in the future.
Alongside him, there are a lot of young, offensive linemen in that room that seem to have a lot of potential. What do you kind of make of just the overall room of Wisconsin for next year?
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole time I've been there, it's been an extremely talented and deep room. And with that, sometimes you get problems with guys transferring or guys attitude issues because they're not seeing the field. But we're really fortunate not to see that. I mean, that was a great group of guys, super close group of guys. I mean, I was best friends with all those guys. I mean, we were hanging out every day, all of them. They'd all come over to the house, we'd play cards, bonfires, go out to eat a lot. I mean, it was definitely something really special, and that was something that was handed down to me and to Bort and to the other guys in my class from the older guys. So when I first came into Wisconsin, we had a great group of guys: Logan Bruss, Cole Van Lanen, Tyler Beach, all those guys, and they really, set the tone for how, I wanted to leave Wisconsin and the way I wanted to treat the younger guys. So I'm extremely thankful for that.
I had the chance to talk to Graham Mertz yesterday,
Yeah.
and he spoke highly of Isaac Grendo and Braylon Allen. How happy were you to see their success as rookies in the NFL?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. I mean, you go through a lot with those guys, especially, fall camp, workouts. You see them have their highs and their lows, from playing great to fighting injuries, and to see their success realized, it really means a lot because they deserve it.
And what did it mean for you playing at Wisconsin? They have a long track record of proven offensive linemen in the NFL.
I mean, it means the world. Like I said, just kind of carry on that legacy. I feel like it's my responsibility to those that came before me, to those that come after me, to those that are there right now. I think it's my responsibility to, kind of give everything I got and put my best foot forward here.
What was your favorite part of entering the stadium?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's anything specifically. I mean, I would just have to say just the atmosphere, the night games.
Jump around.
Yeah, I mean, the jump around's pretty cool. But I just say the whole thing put together, just the city that encompasses it. I mean, it's beautiful. Just taking the bus from the hotel to the game, you're going through there. You see kind of past that State Street area down on University Avenue. I mean, you see everyone walking over there, everyone cheering you on. It's fantastic. I mean, there's really no other city like it. I truly do love Madison.
How would you describe your personality and presence that you bring to an NFL locker room?
Yeah, I would say I'm there to work. That's for sure. I think I'm a good locker room guy. Going from being an old, experienced starter at Wisconsin to a new rookie. It's just all about keeping your head down and just working. Letting your work do the talk. You don't want to be that guy that comes in there and is real loud right off the bat and having issues. So I think it's just all about coming in there, putting your head down, working, and proving that you're there to belong.
He was a big-time recruit. What makes Joe Brunner so special? Why do you expect to see him here probably next year?
Yeah, Joe Brunner. I mean, he's just how do I put it? He's mean. I mean, he's a mean dude. He's a great guy. Don't get me wrong, but when we're out there, I mean, he's there to hurt somebody. And when I'm, I can always count on him. If I got to tell him, like, hey, I need you to get to the help. I need you to do this. I mean, he'll do it. He's an intense, powerful, great guy.
Jack, to go from COVID to coaching change to tough schedule last year, I mean, that's a hell of a 4-year run. And that's got to show to these NFL teams. Look, this guy had all these challenges, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I think that's something I really want to, market myself with, is that, I've seen a lot of adversity over my time at Wisconsin. You know, it was far from perfect, I guess you could say, but I wouldn't want to have it any other way. And, you know, I learned a lot. I learned a lot over the years from, you know, like I said, learning poise, learning how to be a leader, learning different styles of leadership, learning how to adapt to, you know, different coaches, different offensive schemes. And, you know, I think that's got to speak for something.